Setting up on the line is the Scottsboro High School Band under the field direction of drum major Josh Andrews. We would like to welcome you to the 2017-18 homecoming of Scottsboro High School, where instead of performing its usual halftime show, the band will stage the field for the homecoming festivities. On behalf of the student body of Scottsboro High School, we dedicate these homecoming festivities to the classes of 1968 and 1993. The president of the senior class of 1968 was Mike Linville, the vice president, Jimmy Bramlett, the secretary, Suzanne Sloan, and the treasurer, Sherry Atkins. Student council president that year was Brad Bradford. Nancy Hammer Bradford reigned as the 67-68 homecoming queen. The class of 1968 dedicated their yearbook, The Reminder, to Mrs. Onai Armstrong. Mrs. Armstrong was a beloved English teacher at Scottsboro High School for 38 years. Passionate teachers are distinguished by their commitment to the achievement of their students. Mrs. Armstrong was certainly a passionate teacher who left her love of learning on all who knew her. Would all the members of the class of 1968 please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. Celebrating their 50th reunion. The president of the senior class of 1993 was Jeff Putman, vice president Kelsey Scott, secretary Jason Watwood, and the treasurer was Candy Churchwell. The 92-93 homecoming queen was Candace Churchwell, and the SGA president was Chris Linville. The class of 93 had the first back-to-back state championships with girls and boys cross-country winning state. That was the first ever girls state championship in Scottsboro High School history. Would all the members of the class of 1993 please stand? We also have in attendance tonight the 60-year reunion class of 1968 and the 30-year reunion class of 1988. They are celebrating tonight along with many other reunion classes. Excuse me, that was the class of 58. Would all alumni please stand for a big round of applause? Thank you for celebrating homecoming this year with us. And now, on behalf of the Scottsboro High School student body, the Student Government Association proudly presents the 2017-18 Homecoming Queen and her court. The court is being led by SGA senior representatives Miss Bailey McLaughlin and Wimberly Haston. The freshman class has chosen Miss Annabelle Parrish for their attendant. She is being escorted by her mother, Mrs. Stephanie Parrish. The sophomore attendant is Miss Caroline Potterfield. She's being escorted by her father, Billy Potterfield. Representing the junior class is Miss Chloe Buckner. Her father, Mr. Anthony Buckner, is her escort. This year's senior attendants. Our first senior attendant is Miss Amelia Parrish, escorted by her father, Mr. Doug Parrish. Miss Lydia Starr, escorted by her father, Mr. Robert Starr. And this year's queen is escorted by her father, Mr. Rodney Bone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Dudley, principal of Scottsboro High School, will now come forward to assist Mr. Rodney Bone in presenting the 2017-18 Homecoming Queen, Miss Hallie Bone. Now, Student Government Association Treasurer, Miss Emma Warren, and SGA Senior Representative Claire McGehee will assist Mr. Dudley in presenting the Queen with a commemorative plaque, compliments of Southern All Sports. The Queen's Roses are compliments of Woods Cove Flowers. And of course, the Queen's Crown is compliments of Ms. Margaret Gross at the Century House. Mr. Dudley and the SGA officers now ask that you follow their lead in a round of congratulations for the Queen, Miss Hallie Bone, and her court. To take this opportunity to introduce and show our gratitude to the band members and cheerleaders who are participating in their last homecoming football game as students of Scottsboro High School. The senior band members are drum major Joshua Andrews, Emily Atkins, Adrienne Dobbins, Kendall Garmany, Destiny Gillespie, Caleb Gwynn, Lily Holderfield, Trevor Honeycutt, Harley Koopman, Sandra Matias, Taylor Moore, Skylar Overby, Lewis Pitchford, Will Rogers, Corbin Smith, Lydia Starr, Cameron Tucker, Zach Wolf. Senior dance line members, Alex Bryant, Caitlin Olinger. Senior color guard, Jamie Trussell. And our senior cheerleaders, Alex Baggett, Courtney Bell, Gracie Estes, Madison Potter, and Brianna Welch. We want to thank all of these seniors for their selfless and tireless service to Scottsboro High School during these last 4 years. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and join with us in singing our alma mater. Some of it.